What if Deadpool joined the X-Men? Wade Wilson had always been alone, a man for hire, drifting through shadows, taking contracts and leaving chaos behind. Violence was familiar, betrayal even more so. But then, something unexpected happened. Charles Xavier found him. In this universe, things took a different turn. Wade hadn't yet been broken by the Weapon X program. The cancer was still eating him alive, but he was human, scarred emotionally, not physically. And Xavier saw something others didn't. Beneath the sarcasm, beneath the self-loathing, there was a man desperate for purpose. Xavier made the offer, a place at his school, a chance to belong, and for the first time in his life, Wade didn't run. He said yes. The mansion didn't know what hit it. Wade arrived with a duffel bag full of questionable weapons, a mouth that never shut up, and enough emotional baggage to sink a small island. The students avoided him. The teachers barely tolerated him. Logan threatened to stab him before dinner, but over time, something strange happened. Wade stayed. He cracked jokes during danger room sessions. He helped the younger mutants laugh at their fears. He fought beside the team, messy, unpredictable, but loyal, painfully loyal. He was still loud, still insane, still Wade, but now he was part of something bigger. This was a different kind of origin. No chemical vats, no stitched-up suit, no endless solo missions. This time Deadpool was never born, but Wade Wilson became something else entirely, an X-Man. The Xavier Institute had seen chaos before, from rampaging mutants to cosmic threats, but none of it compared to the quiet disruption Wade Wilson brought with him. He didn't blend in. He didn't try to. While other students followed schedules, trained diligently, and respected the chain of command, Wade turned everything on its head. He slept through alarms, ignored assignments, and wandered the mansion halls in a robe and bunny slippers. No one could predict his next move, not even the telepaths. Most saw him as a ticking time bomb, a liability wrapped in red fabric and erratic behavior. But slowly, something changed. It wasn't in the big moments, but in the small ones. The way he sat with nervous students during meal times, the way he offered unexpected advice, sharp yet oddly sincere, the way he lingered near danger, not out of recklessness, but out of protection. Then came the test that would shift everything. Late one evening, as storm clouds gathered above the school, a group of cybernetically enhanced mutant hunters launched an assault on the mansion. The outer perimeter fell quickly. Panic spread through the younger students. Teachers scrambled into defense positions. Wade moved without instruction, without hesitation. He met the attackers head-on, absorbing hits that would have crippled anyone else. His body broke and repaired itself in real time, stitched together by pain and pure willpower. He didn't retreat, didn't hold back. While the others fought strategically, Wade fought savagely, a one-man hurricane against a force of precision and cruelty. By the end of the night, the halls were scorched, the walls cracked, but the students were safe. The enemy, overwhelmed by resistance they hadn't anticipated, retreated into the darkness, and in the center of the wreckage stood Wade Wilson, bruised, bloodied, but standing tall. He didn't ask for recognition. He didn't need it, but something shifted in the way people looked at him afterward, not as a joke, not as a threat, but as one of them. The days after the attack were quieter. The mansion, though bruised, stood strong. Repairs began, but something deeper had already been rebuilt. Trust. Wade didn't change overnight. He still laughed too loud, ignored rules, and made others uncomfortable with his unpredictable energy. But now there was weight behind his presence, respect that hadn't been demanded but earned. He had fought for the team, for the school, for the children, not because anyone told him to, but because he chose to. Some still kept their distance. Not everyone could forget who he had been before the uniform, but within the core of the X-Men, something unspoken settled into place. Wade Wilson belonged. His training shifted. He began to take missions seriously. He still moved through chaos like it was his second skin, but his actions became more deliberate. He protected others before himself. He studied enemy patterns. He planned in his own unpredictable way. In the field, he became a strange kind of weapon. Reckless, yes, but unwavering. He survived what others couldn't, pushed forward when others faltered, and for once he had a reason beyond money or revenge. He had a purpose. Months passed. His place within the team solidified, and one morning, as the sun rose over the estate, a black and gold uniform, stitched with care, marked with the X insignia, appeared outside his door. There was no ceremony, no applause, just quiet recognition. The man once destined to be a joke, a mistake of science and suffering, had become something else entirely. Not a symbol of perfection, not a traditional hero, but a survivor, a protector, an X-Man. The sun hung low over the Xavier Institute, casting long shadows across the mansion grounds. Autumn leaves drifted lazily in the breeze, brushing against training pads, walkways, and battle-scarred stone, the world was quiet. For once, even Wade Wilson was silent. He stood alone near the edge of the property, where the forest met the lawn. In one hand, he held his old red mask, faded, frayed, stained by years that no longer existed in this version of reality. He turned it over slowly, like a memory he wasn't sure he wanted to keep. Behind him, the mansion buzzed with new life. Children laughed somewhere inside. Teammates trained. The world, broken as it was, kept moving. But Wade paused. He didn't need the mask anymore. He had worn it to hide. From pain, from people, from who he thought he was. But here, in this place, he had found something that didn't require a disguise. He had found belonging. Not perfection, not peace, but something close enough. He knelt by a tree and buried the mask beneath the roots. No speeches, no goodbyes, just quiet dirt and a new beginning. As he walked back toward the mansion, the sky shifted. Light broke through the clouds, warm and golden, and for the first time in a long time, Wade Wilson walked without a shadow. He wasn't Deadpool anymore. He was one of them. If this story made you feel something, if you saw a different side of Deadpool, one you never expected but maybe always hoped for, then don't leave just yet. Hit that like button to support more stories like this. Subscribe to join the Popcornverse, where we rewrite your favorite universes, one what if at a time. And tell us in the comments, what if Magneto raised Wanda himself? What if Spider-Man never lost Uncle Ben? This is just the beginning of the multiverse we're building. And you're part of it now.